Hello, everyone. I know some people will watch the replay, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just texting a few people. So I just have an important topic that I want to talk about. I don't want to make it the whole live, but I do just want to let everybody know what's going on. Waiting for more people to come in. Um, like I say, this is an important topic, and I don't want to dwell on it too long. Is serious, and it's something that just happened recently in the YouTube world. Some may already know about it, but I just want to run it by you really quick. Trying to. Hi, Megan. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I'm going to be here for a while, but the subject that I want to talk about, I don't want to get too deep into things, the subject, but I want to just let everybody know what happened just recently. So I'm gonna wait for a few more people. Um, it it may not be a subject. Well, it's not a subject I want to just talk for an hour or two on, unless everybody want to comment and say their little piece. Um, and it's not a pleasant subject, but sometimes you just have to talk about the unpleasant things, and then, you know, go on with your life. I'm trying to find the person I want to refer to. Let's see. Um, okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come in. Um, I think I think Shoni is one of the other people in. She won't be typing, but she's listening in. So let's see. Just trying to find it so when do talk about it, I can refer to the person's channel. Okay. Can't believe this. Check on your strong friends. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. So, how are you been doing? What you been up to? I've been doing good. I've been cooking a lot. Um, I just hey Sarah, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Sarah, I don't know whether you know Megan or not. Megan, Sarah is in the lives that I'm in with Skin. So I know you know Skin, so you might know Sarah. You might know Sarah. So thanks everybody for coming in. You can introduce yourself and talk amongst each other if you want. If you don't have someone, if you have not, if you don't know the person, you can get familiar and you guys can support each other. You guys know the drill. Watch their videos, all their video. that you're subscribing that particular video, you can comment. Let them know you've been there, but you can support each other. Oh, good. You're working from home. That's good. At least you don't have to, go out there unless you really, really have to. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, let's see. I was trying to get the link of what I was talking about, so uh, when I do share it, I'll put the link. Um, well, I'll put it in the description area so you can go and you can go to the link and hear the full story, or at least more than what I can share with you. Thought I sent it to myself, but I guess not. Um, okay, let's see. Okay. I hope everything will be all right with this live because I've been having trouble with my audio. I think my computer being so old, it gets hot, and then along with my Wi-Fi, it's been hot the last few days, so I think that's messing up. Um, so I ordered a new computer, so that may eliminate maybe half of the problem, or maybe all of it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I should get it within a week or two. I don't know. But thank you, everybody. We'll see what happens. Can you hear me, guys? Okay. Let's see if my audio. Yeah, my audio's okay. Okay. And I'd appreciate it if everybody would like the live. Supposedly, it has a lot to do with what YouTube is, your analytics. I don't know, but just hit it just in case. Thank you, everybody, speaking to each other, getting to know each other, and a few people have hooked up with each other as far as subscribing to each other, and now they're cyber buddies, and uh, they've been a good support system to each other as far as their channel. So, oh, and Deborah, I saw your video. That song, when I turned on my when I turned on my phone and I went into YouTube, um, I immediately saw your video. It was short, but it was sweet, and the song just really it touched me. It blessed me. So I just want to thank you for starting off. I started off the day just on a positive note, and then I learned of some other things, and so, but I'm gonna stay on a positive note. I just want to bring like a subject that we all kind of been hearing some things about, but this is really hard to talk about, so I won't talk about it very long. I'll just hit on it, and we can talk about something else. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in. I'm just reading the notes, make sure I didn't miss anything. And you know what? Last night, guys, it was I was so busy yesterday. I did a live, and then I shot a video of me cooking some egg rolls. I mean, the egg roll was good, but I didn't roll it right. But anyway, they were good. And so I was just kind of hyped up a little bit. This is not the topic I wanted to talk about. I'm just throwing this in. But I just needed to unwind again. And, so I was still kind of hyper a little bit. And so I went on, I did a quick live. So I thought it was going to be a quick live, but it turned out to be like an hour and a half or something like that. But anyway, it was just myself. And then this one person came in, um, and I thought I had recognized him, so when he came in, he spoke and everything, and I spoke. And then there was no more conversation. There was something being played in the background. I couldn't understand what it was because when I go live, I mute my television so it won't be all that background noise. So it wasn't me. Um, so when I would say something, I know there's a delay in and it might be a delay of the sound, or even the comments, you guys. But when I would say something, I didn't hear it on my live. I had to go to I had my I went into my phone because I thought maybe my audio had went out. I went into my phone, and things that I had said, it looked like that person was recording me, and they played back and it played back. So I'm thinking, maybe this isn't the person I think it is, and I gave him a chance to say something, and he still wouldn't. But hearing my voice back or something that I said, that even if it is a delay, it was too much time had gone past that I'm still hearing what I'm saying. So I just think he was maybe recording me and playing it back just to maybe irritate me. It had no purpose. He had no purpose to do that. So I just blocked him. I just blocked them. So I'm not the one. And if it is the person that I thought it is, I had never seen that side of the person. He had come into lives before, and you know basically never started anything, was never disrespectful, but it just, and then another person came in, and I was telling, and I know him, and I was telling him, because he came and he said, "Oh, you blocked so and so. That person is cool." And I said, "Well, yeah, I thought they were cool too, but he this is what's happening." And so the other person was saying, "Oh, he probably drunk." But whether he was drunk or not, drunk don't excuse things you do. Drunk just makes you get the courage to do the things you don't may not necessarily do. It makes you do it, and you have to, liquid courage. That's what I'm trying to say, liquid courage. So I blocked him. So and I don't regret it because I don't have patience with trolls. I don't. I'm not going back and forth with anybody. Um, if people come on your channel, and if they don't like what you're saying, you know, we have free will. And but that really, if that truly was him, and someone didn't present themselves as him, that it kind of surprised me that he would do some asinine, childish, foolish stuff like that. So anyway, I can tell last night, and it was like 12 o'clock it was midnight when I did this live, and you know what? I usually don't come on like that, but I say, you know what? That I'll talk to somebody for a little bit, maybe 15 minutes and 30 minutes, and I know, it'll probably be somebody that I know that come in. We'll have a conversation, and that'll be that. Hi, how are you? What is that? IJ601. Thank you for coming in. What's good? Oh, just waking up in the morning. Just you know, good health, staying safe. How about yourself? How are you doing? But anyway, getting back to that, I just couldn't understand that change of character. So I don't know whether it was him or not. And at this point, it doesn't matter. Um, I just blocked it because I'm not into foolishness. Hey Nadia, how are you? How you doing? Oh, you driving to Los Angeles. Wow, be careful out there. Yeah, everybody you might know, you should know Nadia. She's she's a good channel. She has a good channel, and she makes. Well, I'll let her tell it if she want to put it or come on, and unless she says it's okay for me to tell what her channel is about. Hey SP, how are you? Thank you for coming back. Oh, and SP, um, my replay will show that he was recording me, and that's and I don't think I mentioned that part to you, but he was recording my voice, and not only playing something in the background, but he was recording my voice. So that's another reason why I blocked him, because what was the purpose? But anyway, I'll just go on. And it's 1833. I'll just go on with what the topic I want to bring out really quickly, and anybody who comes in later, they can just skip to that part and do the replay. Um, there's a channel that I'm going to refer to, and she's a content creator, and her name is Raw Be Privileged. And I didn't know about this particular subject, but it has to do with. Okay, well, uh, okay, 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 Nadia, but it has to do with cyberbullying. And when you bully someone so much, you don't know what their mental state is. And so it was this uh, sorcery. I don't know if you guys know her channel. According to the information I was getting, she was being bullied, and it was back and forth things or whatever. Well, what is being said is she committed suicide. Um, and when I was listening to the information on the replay for Raw B Privileged, she gave her channel. So I went to check out her channel because I was saying in the comments, I don't know this sorcery. I've never been to her channel. So I went to her channel to see, and yes, about a year ago, I watched her channel, and I don't know why I stopped watching. I'm not really sure why I stopped, what happened, but it was some people going back with and forth with her. And I think the reason why I was watching it first is because she had moved from Atlanta to Los Angeles. And so I know someone who had moved out there, so I was all ears. So I did watch her channel. She's a beautiful girl, beautiful woman, and but she was being bullied. The word is so. Uh, um, I don't know whether it's true or not. Some people say they don't believe it, the story, and then some say that yeah, it is true that they contacted the family. But to bully someone and to just go behind your keyboard and just do that to someone else. And I don't know the story, whether she was going back and forth and bullying too, but I don't know. I don't know any of the details about that. But what I'll do is I'll put Raw Be Privileged link in there, and you can kind of listen to the story. And also, in on her channel in this particular video that live that she did, she has some more information about people that, if they're feeling suicidal, and it, us being on the outside looking in, what signs we can look for if this person is depressed, and some of the signs. And let me just tell you, one of the signs, when they start giving their valuables away, that was one of the signs. But I'll let you listen to it, and I'll put it in the description after the live. Um, but I just wanted to bring that about bullying, and I've seen some channels where they go back and forth, and sometimes they're saying they called the police, and then some people are saying, you put my address up, and I'm gonna sue you and all that. And I'm just I'm just mentioning this because to bully someone because they have, and I don't know who was bullying, you know, if she was part of it, I don't know. But she leaves, let me just say this, she leaves two young children behind. Young children. I mean, I think both of them are under six. And so that's the sad part, is to, if all of this is true, that these two little children will not have their mom anymore, all because of these YouTube streets. Um, I enjoy everybody that come in here. Like I said, I blocked the bully last night. Well, a troll. I put it that way. I blocked a troll. But I'm just saying, if you guys disagree with me, we disagree. You have your opinion and I have mine. There's no need to call me names, or it's no need to bully me and keep coming on my channel with this, that, and the other, because you have a channel and I have a channel, and we put on our channel what we want to put up. And I think a lot of times people will do that for clicks and views. Well, let me tell you guys, it's not that serious for me to bully someone for clicks and views. Because I don't know about a lot of people, but my conscience, wouldn't let me bully. Now, I might tell you one thing and then I'm done with it. I'm not going back and forth with you. I will block you first, before I go back and back. I'm not doing all that. So I'm not going to give you a chance uh, to bully me, because you're going to be blocked. I mean, you can watch. Oh, yeah, if you want to watch, watch. Give me some watch time hours. But you can't say anything because you're blocked. So I just wanted to let you guys know, and it's sorcery, and um I, in a way, I hope it's not true, but people are saying, yeah, yeah, it is. But I was just hoping it wasn't, because you know you can block these people. You don't have to keep listening to someone uh, uh, call your names, or doing this or that, because when I block someone, I forget that they exist. If they're just want to go back and forth, whatever. It's like once I block you, um, out of sight, out of mind. It's just not worth it, guys. And like I said, you don't know what triggers when you say something. What triggers another person to do whatever. You don't know what nerve you struck if you say something and you keep. Let's just imagine that she didn't do anything, or people were just bullying her, and she wasn't doing the same thing. And even if she was doing it back and forth, it's like to take your life, and if they can prove that you was instrumental in that bullying, and that person is caught, and they have proof that and then that person commits suicide. um I never looked into it, but I would imagine that um some kind of charges can be brought. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine that you're accomplished. You're, what's the word? I'm tongue tied today. I'm sorry. A lot of times I'm tongue tied. But anyway, hi, Miss Southern Belle. How are you doing? Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you. And guys, I don't want to drill too much. Like I said, I'll leave the description, but I'm just anti-bullying. I'm anti-bullying. And a lot of things people would say behind that keyboard, if they was face to face with you, the conversation would be different. Okay? You can be real brave behind that keyboard, but face to face, would you really say that to somebody's face? I think not. But anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm glad everybody is safe. I'm glad everybody is taking precautions. I'm glad that everybody is washing their hands, which a lot of things we should have been doing even before this. Yes, Miss Southern Belle. So I have been bullied by YouTubers. There are some mean folks out on here. It really some mean people. And some people just go around, even if they're not bullying you, some of them trolls just go around just to see, just like what it says, Satan goes around to and fro to see who he can devour. That's what them trolls do. They want to go all up in your channel to see what they can report you, just trying to snatch your channel down. And they don't care about your content. It could be pure, it could be whatever. I don't know. They have something wrong with them mentally, and I think it just gives them gratification, and then they move on to the next person. I think they go full circle to see if your channel is there, and then they just come in. So, I believe that when how was, are you talking to me, Miss Southern Belle, the chicken? I didn't read all the notes, so I'm not sure. But I'm glad you're doing good, Southern Belle. But anyway, getting back to the trolls, they'll just try to find something. And hey, Carter's Eat, how are you? Thank you for coming into my live and just supporting me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know you're busy all the time with your kids and your channel and your husband, so it's a treat to have you here. Actually, all of you guys, but I see how busy you are, and you're homeschooling your children, so I know you stay busy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you know what I wish I could do? What you do? Those blue wigs and those pink wigs and what have you. You guys would laugh at me because I would look like my mom used to say, I would look like Aunt Sookie Sue with all that on. I think the only one that I could really rock is red. But when it goes to those greens and pinks, whatever, no. But you look good at them. You look very good. So welcome everybody. I'm glad that you guys came to listen to me and just talk to each other. Yeah, Miss Southern Belle. Some people are jealous. They're jealous, and maybe they wish they could have a channel, and because of whatever's wrong with them, um, they can't do what we're doing. And so I'm just speculating. And so they try to find something, I can't do it, so I'm gonna make sure you don't. And my channel was taken down, the whole channel. That was months ago, and then it was given back because sometimes I just think, and even now, I just think that because the staff at YouTube, especially now, I believe it's a computer that you might say something and there's a tag word or a word that pops up on the computer, and I've been seeing it all in the recommends, the people that subscribe and with all their channels where they were taken down. But if it is, um, oh, okay, Carter, watching a movie with the kids. Um, I just, believe that they don't have what it takes, and having a YouTube channel is not easy. It's not easy. It's a lot of contend with, and people that have mukbangs, people be saying, well, all you do is eat. They don't know what it takes to put up that video. Um, they don't know the preparation, the editing. They don't know any of that. And then you have to watch what you say because some words may be keyword and it's taken out of context because the computer don't have the logic. So it pulls that and there you go. But, oh, okay. Okay, Carter, thank you. Yeah, so I just wanted to hit on that sorcery and my condolences to her family, her mom, her precious babies, and part of me is just wishing that it's not true. But you can't wish reality away if that's what it actually is, reality. So thank you, some people that just dropped in. And if you have to go, at least, if you stay in for 15 minutes, and if it's more, great. But if you have to, some people are still at work, some people are doing their work from home, so they can't devote all the time to the live. But I appreciate that so much, that you take time out of your schedule and and come and join me. But what movie are you watching, Carter? What movie are you watching with the kids? I know before I went on live, I was watching Boomerang, that movie with Eddie Murphy. Oh, Carter, you saw that too? Her fruit cobbler. Oh, Deborah be acting up over her channel. She be bringing all those goodies. It's like, oh man, I'd like a plate of whatever you gonna fix. But anyway, I was watching Boomerang, and John Witherspoon. Remember he just died not too long ago. I think it was a heart attack. But anyway, how he whatever movie he's in, he makes the movie. But I like to watch that, and that makes me laugh. And I needed something funny after hearing the news earlier. So my favorite kinds of movie is comedy. So, because some things, some moods that you're in, you don't want to be serious. I'd rather just watch something funny and have a good laugh. It just changes your whole mood. The your whole vibe. So anyway, that went off, and so I'm going to after I do this live. I have another home chef meal that I'm going to video. I videoed one yesterday. not a home chef. The day before, I did the fried uh, mahi mahi fish, and that was put on my other channel, Eat with Marilyn Gale. So I ate the second because it comes with two portions, so I have leftovers the next day, and I didn't have to cook. But I did make some egg rolls. That was an epic fail. The filling was good on the egg rolls, but I rolled it wrong, so it looked like a fried burrito. So anyway, I'm going to cook. I got two more home chef meals, so I'm not sure which one I want to make, but I'll put it on this channel, and you guys be the judge on how my presentation. But I tell you, if it's a meal that I get from Home Chef and I don't like it, I'll tell you. And what if I like just some of the things, I'll tell you if the other stuff is nasty. Now I haven't had to say that too much, but if you, like I said, if you guys want to try the Home Chef, um, I'll refer you, and you'll get the first box, $35 off. And the good thing about a home chef, you can suspend it anytime you want. You don't have to get it every week. So that's good for me because that would be for some people it can be expensive, but it keeps me from not going to the store too often. So I just do it twice a month. But thank you guys. If you didn't smash that like, do that now. You can go out and then come back in, smash it, and come back in. Wait, let me go on my phone because you guys have been really good about that like. I keep mentioning it just to make sure, but I think mostly everybody here have their own channel, so they know. It's like preaching to the choir. You guys know what to do. Oops. See, I'm just going into my channel. Oh, okay. I'm here. I'm just looking, guys. I'm just setting things up. Um, so, is there anything you guys want to talk in particular? And since I know everybody here, is there anyone that um, want me to invite them up to share the screen? Um, like the panel. And what you could do is tell a little bit about your channel and what your channel is all about, and maybe why you started the channel and doing what you're doing, what prompts you. So let me know if anybody want to come up and talk a little bit about their channel, which is good advertising. And or if you want me to, tell a little bit about your channel. For some of you, I've only watched. You're new. I'm a new subscriber, so I've only watched a little bit, so I don't know all what you're about. But let me know. Okay, thanks, Carter. What video were you watching? What movie were you watching with the kids? Because I noticed certain people where their kids are, and I was telling this girl this, a while back, a coworker, the things that you say let me know. Even if you don't tell me you have children, it let me know you got children, small children. Now, when you start calling a train choo-choo train, I know you got a young kid. Because grown folks just don't say choo-choo train. I don't think. I don't know. But the grown folks, I know. But you say you're wearing that head wrap. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've had this for a little bit, and I did a fashion show of all my Afrocentric attire. So, I was just being fast. I think every time I gotta, do my little mini fashion shows, I gotta dance. So I'm old school. So you're not gonna see some new moves. You're gonna see the old school moves. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, good. Five thumbs up. Okay. Okay. I think everybody has done it. Yeah. So, you want to come up, Carter, and tell a little bit about your channel? I don't mean to put you on the spot. No pressure. You want to tell a little bit about your channel and what you do and what prompted you to start your channel? It's free advertising and people do the replay. So it's free advertising. If anybody on right now, if you want to do that, it has to be, I'm offering it because if I don't know somebody, then I'm not, I don't, I gotta see what y'all about before I invite you on a panel. So who I see right now, is cool. It's not a person that I've never seen their channel and I don't know who they are, because this happened about a few months ago. This girl did this, and I don't want to say, she had admitted some of the problems that she had. So people were coming into her live chat, and one person took advantage of that, and she offered someone she didn't know to come on the panel. And so as soon as it was brought up, um, he had porn on. So, I thank God I didn't see it, because, my eyes not meant to watch that. Hey, people want to watch it, that's you. But my eyes wasn't meant for that. So anyway, I think I think maybe StreamYard. I think maybe that's why it could be a delay in certain things, um, to avoid that. But I don't know what happened. I don't see her anymore. So they took one channel down, and then she may have started another with another name, but I don't know. So what I'm saying is to say this: I have to know people to let them come up on the panel. I have to kind of go into their videos and kind of take a look at what it's about, and hey Sarah, how are you? Oh, that's no, I'm tripping. My cursor went back up. I was thinking you just came in. Sorry, Sarah. I know you here. Guys, have you ever made, I was talking about, let me just skip the subject really, we'll go back to a previous where I told you I made egg rolls. Can you imagine putting blueberries instead of the vegetables? I had a shrimp and a veggie. But can you imagine putting blueberries or peaches or blackberries in the wonton wrapper, and then after you fry it up, sprinkle some sugar on it? Oh, that would be the perfect dessert. I have some canned peaches, and I'm gonna do that. But can you just imagine how good that would be to have um, a fruit roll? It could be a fruit egg roll, but you know what I mean. A fruit roll, and then, or either dust some powdered sugar on it. If not when it cools off a little bit, like you do French toast. Or you can put, okay, if you're having bacon and sausage for breakfast and a little bit of fried potatoes, Put that in a wonton, have a breakfast wonton, not wonton, a breakfast roll, egg roll. That, I mean, just the possibilities of what you can put in an egg roll besides the norm. You know what I'm saying? Make a dessert roll. But I think I'm just going to, in fact, Carter, uh, and I know Deborah, you do the cooking, everything. I know I just said it, I'm gonna do it, but why don't you guys do a mukbang with that? That would be an idea for one of your videos, right? I think it would be delicious. Let me. I keep looking at this one. I'ma show it. I keep looking at that one. That's the last comment that I could tell. So I'll get her to eat a little advertisement. Now give some other people, some a little bit of advertisement, just in case someone is in the bushes watching, and they can see. And um, that's not negative. We just, you know, it's just something we say on YouTube. If you're just watching and you don't put your avatar, your avatar up, or you don't do comments, we just say uh, you're in the bushes. Because I know one person is here and their avatar, because they just text me to let me know that they just got on. So it's not a negative thing. It's just, I don't know why. Well, yeah, I kind of get why it's named that, but it's not negative. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody's comment. Thank you guys. Whoever left, thank you, because I'm sure you stayed at least 15 minutes. So I still appreciate, people got things to do and you can't stay on YouTube all day. So I appreciate the ones that are, coming in, and some will stay. Um, Certain people are multitasking while they're here, and that's why sometimes you just don't see the comments. But that's what I do when I go on lives. Sometimes you have so much to do that you're just listening. So that's cool. It counts. I'm getting much time, y'all, for it. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. So gosh, tomorrow is May already. And let me turn this up a little there. And I mean, this year is going by so fast. It might seem a little slow to some people because we're self quarantining, but yeah, I just feel bad for the seniors who didn't have prom, who might not have graduation. It's like all those things that we enjoyed when we were in high school, and just celebrating that, oh, we got through it. So you go to the graduation, get your diploma, or you have prom before, get all, I'm going to say an old word, get all gussied up. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I kind of feel sorry for the kids that, you know, worked really hard. Kids that was in sports and worked their heart out, and you know, just the practice along with your academics that you're keeping up. I just really wish it was, they could not not do it, but maybe delay it to the point where they get to experience that. Even the prom, I wish it was something they would do, later on, that they could delay that prom. or even ask the kids, is that something that you want to do? It's like, because I enjoyed my prom. I enjoyed well, I'll put it this way. I made myself had a good time at the graduation because back in the day I was militant, and this high school I went to, um, let's just say, what's a good word I can use? They were not understanding of a lot of cultures and races. I'll put it that way. So, oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in. Um, I'll be looking for some more food on your channel. So and guys, if you have not gone into, I think it's her last video. I don't think she's put up another one where she's singing. It really blessed me this morning. So if you guys want to go over to Deborah Mosley's channel and just listen to her sing her song, it's not a long video. I don't think it's 4 minutes, but I just love to hear her sing, and she's very inspirational. So okay, okay, thanks, Deborah. Thank you. Let's see. I want to showcase. I just want to showcase some, people channel by putting they're putting this up, putting their comments up. And plus, I'm not too long enough found out I can do this, so I'm just like a kid in a candy store, just trying to see all the options I could do with StreamYard that I can't do uh, with the regular lives. Are you still in here, SP? I know that, like me, sometimes you're a night owl, and you take you might take you a nap uh, while you're still here with me. I don't care. I'm getting watch time. You can multitask, SP. But you know what, guys? Um, I have I have a lot of things I'm going to do because, like I say, after I finish this live, I'm going to videotape. Um, and I think I'm going to do from Home Chef. There's like a tamale pie or something, and I've never tried this recipe, so I want to do that. So what I'm going to do is kind of stay in um, maybe about 15 more minutes. I'm not rushing you guys off. If you want me to keep it up for a little longer, let me know. But um, I think I'm going to stay on about 15 more minutes, and I'll probably video, and then if I'm not too tired, I might come back. Tomorrow being Friday, I'll probably stay up longer because every day I will do a live except for Sunday, and if anything changes, I'll put a post up in my community tab. So I guess nobody. I was like that too. So I'm not gonna talk about you guys, but um, I would be invited on the panel before I start doing lives, and or I didn't know how it worked, and I was a little shy about doing it. Um, so nobody's taking my invitation, but that's okay. Don't, that's okay. I was the same way. And if you like me, sometimes when I'm on live, I'll be on live with my on somebody else's live on my I'll be on the live with my phone, and then on my computer I'm on somebody's else's live just to support each other. So because we need to support each other because a lot of us are still considered small channels. So I'm just reading a message I got where the banks are adjusting their hours that you can come inside. I just noticed that one of the comments that someone had was hidden because it had some of the word that I put in my channel to hold and let me review, but it was okay to release it. It it just says I'll be back. So I'm not. I think I know the word. So at least it's being the words are being held. So if you guys missed the first part of my live where I talk about the subject that was a very important. It starts at around 1833. So if you're playing the replay, go back to 1833, and it tells about that. And so I won't repeat it. So because a lot of people that can't make the live will go on the replay, and that counts too. So if you can't make it, and that's what I do a lot. If I can't make somebody's live, I watch their replay. So thank you guys for watching the replay, coming in for the live. And there's another person in. Who's in? Who's in here? Is that you? Is that you, Peanut Butter? Is that somebody else? Or is that you, SP? Somebody's in the bushes, but that's okay. You want to chat or you want to watch? Or you just want to listen? Keep on going. Come on in. Thank you for joining me. You want to. Hey, Chris and Ty. How are you? I know I must have a delay in the messages. Yeah, I have a delay in the messages. Thank you for coming in. I was just saying that the replay, the subject started at 1833, but I can tell you real quick what I was saying. That way you won't have to watch the replay. Um, but some people will just do it anyway. But anyway, I was just talking about one of the YouTubers, um, uh, Sonseri, I think that's how you pronounce it, where she was being bullied by a few people, and I went into her channel. um, I got it from another YouTuber that she had committed suicide. I know there's a lot of disputes in the YouTube streets, and it happens on Facebook and the social media, but I didn't realize that I knew this girl, so I went to her channel. Well, you know how we know each other online. I went to her channel, and what made me remember her is she had moved from Atlanta to Los Angeles, and she was saying she had left Atlanta. It was like a Sodom and Gomorrah, and somebody had said in the comments, and you say that's Sodom and Gomorrah, and you moving to LA? But I remember her too. I remember her because of that. And I hadn't been on her channel in about 8 months or a year, and I'm not sure why. um I I just didn't watch her anymore. It's nothing she said or did, and I don't know. I think you just lose touch with people as you gain your subscribers, and you get other people that you try to rotate with everybody. But anyway, I'm not sure of any of the details. Some people are saying they're not really sure of if it's a true thing or not. But then the lady, let me get her name, because I'm going to put the link. But if you can find it just by typing it in, she has more of the story. And she believes that, in fact, it is true, that it's not just some kind of, thing for clicks and views, whatever. I don't think it's for clicks and views either. But let me get to the lady's channel. So in case and plus with that, she tells about, if you know someone, and she gives signs of people who are have depression. Um, there's signs that people might commit suicide. So what signs do we look for? So that's all in her channel. Yeah, it is sad. You're just getting home. Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, at least you know I hope I know you're being safe. I know you're being safe, but you got. I know you're on the front lines. You're in the medical field. I remember you saying you're in the RN. So you're right up there. So I just pray over you and your family that no harm will come to you. But yeah, it is sad. Let me go to her so I can give her name. And she had given a live with all the information. It wasn't no more than about 30 minutes. So let's see. Her channel is Raw B Privilege, and the person who committed suicide, Suncerae, is Soncerae, and and supposedly, according to her family, it was because of the bullying. Now, I know another person that they had named, and I'm not going to name her, um, because I like her, and so it's like it, that doesn't seem like her character, but who knows? Who knows? One of the person that was supposed to be part of the bullying crew. Um, no, I would listen to her channel a while back, and and it's hard to believe that she may have been part of it because she just seemed um, that would be. She seemed her channel was the kind of channel that I thought would be wasting her time to do that. So I don't know the ins and outs of it, but if you guys want to go and get more information, you know, I I was just telling people too, um, how that's such a cowardly act to get behind the keyboard and say and like we used to say back in the day, sell your wolf tickets. But is that some of the things you say behind your keyboard? Is that one of the things you would have the nerve to do in somebody's face? Would you? I think the conversation a lot of times would be different if you was face to face. And if you don't like somebody content, or if you don't like what they saying, instead of bullying them, block them. Next, I ain't got time for that. Yes, ma'am, I'm being safe to not bring nothing. No, I know that's right. I know. I knew you would. I knew you would. You know, um, and that's something that I admire about the nurses. Let me get comfortable. You know, they know what's out there. They know the precautions, but they still go, um, and they still do their job, and they still do what they're called to do, because doing what you do is a gift. It's a gift for that particular thing. Because I'm gonna tell you, Ty, I don't know if I could do it. It takes a special person to, especially in these times, to get out there, just do what you do. I'm trying to adjust this camera. But I thank you. If nobody has thanked you about being on the front lines, dealing with what you have to do, I thank you for being out there, the many nurses and the doctors. I thank you for, just being on the front lines and making medical services service is still available to us, even in this difficult time. So I'm going to leave your banner up because when I end this live, um, I'm going to leave your banner up so people will know about your channel. So a little advertising. You are welcome. You're welcome. It's because like I said, a lot of people may not come to the lives, but it's some people that will do the replay. I have some really loyal subscribers, and they make sure that if I put something out, they may not watch it today, but they're gonna watch it. You know, you know, since the time they subscribe, and then some people will go back, like I'm trying to do, go back to the before the time that I even knew you about your channel. I try to go back, so I got a few people. I'm making my rounds doing the old videos, the ones that are being monetized. I'm making my rounds. So other than how was work today, Ty? How was work? Excuse me. I know you're busy every day. I know it takes a lot to get up every day and do that, but like a lot of people, you just keep on keeping on. Okay. I'm just trying to make a good picture. But yeah, I really I appreciate being able to go to the store. The box, the people at shelves, the put the food on the shelves, the cashiers, all those people, and I haven't really run across lately anything that they don't have that I can't do without. It's been busy. Have to take care of our regular patients and those who think they have. Oh, they wanted to test. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going out just for the necessities. If I have to pick up something from the drugstore, and if I run out of something that I can't wait for them to deliver, I got my mask and my gloves and my sanitizer. So I try to do everything that they say we should do. And if I like say I'll go to Walmart and pick up a prescription, well while I'm there, I'll pick up some other things, and that way I don't have to make that trip again. And everything's close, so I don't have to even go to the gas station that often. So I've been doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. How do you feel about the government opening up the economy so quickly? Too fast, too fast, Ty. It's too fast. I don't know whether it's true or not, but they were saying in Georgia they opened up the bowling alley. Now I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. They opened up the bowling alley, and now they got all these cases. Cause you got to understand, in them bowling alleys, you putting on other people's shoes. You using, everybody don't have a ball. You putting, you using what other people use for their bowling ball. I just, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. So they can open up whatever they want to open up. I'm going to still take precautions. I'm still going to take precaution, and I will be continue. And it's not about being fearful, because we're not supposed to live that way. It's being smart. I agree. Too fast. That's the worst. The bowling alley. I mean, I mean, even when it wasn't anything, what's happening right now, going to a bowling alley, when shoes at 50,000 million trillion people didn't put they funky feet on. Hate to put it like that, but they spray some little thing in there. Some germs probably drink that stuff. That's so-called sanitizing. They probably drink it like Kool-Aid. No, it's too early. But everybody is not going to think that way. A lot of people, I think, may just be so tired of staying in the house. Um, to be honest with you, I I mean, I get creative at home. I got a lot of projects. Um, it's not. I mean, I got enough to do that I won't get bored in my house because I want to stay in my cabinets. I want to do some, I got to groom my little dog, and the other ones I can wait a little bit. But I got some things that, and then I can always go live or I can always make a video, cook and whatever. So I got a lot of things. So I don't get bored. And then even before all of this, um, I was out and about more, but I like my company. So to stay home, I got my little fur babies. To stay home, I mean, it's like, and then the good thing about, people not knocking on your door trying to sell you stuff, they're not doing that. So, yeah, I don't, it's not anything that I say, oh man, I'm sick of being in the house. Oh, I want all this to end. Don't get me wrong. I don't want, for other people, and if I just want to go to watch a movie, go out to watch a movie or go to the mall and pick up something, whatever, that would be nice to be able to do that. But I'm not all bored. I'm not all lonely. Um, you know, it's it's a it's affecting a whole lot of other people more than I'm just speaking for myself. It's not affecting me like it's affecting the other people as far as like I gotta get out of here. I'm going stir crazy, and I'm drinking too much wine because trying to entertain myself, and it's just not staying in the house is not a bad thing for me. So yes, that's true. We are homebodies unless we go to some casino or I hope schools remain closed for the safety of the children. I do too. I do too. Um, I, I, I'm sorry that, like I said before, that some kids, the seniors are missing prom and missing graduation ceremony, but I think it should be postponed. I don't know how long, but it's I'd rather for them to miss that right now than to get sick. I don't want them to get sick because I noticed before I retired, um, and even not even the work. It was other places. Any time I would go where a bunch of people were, I would get sick for a little bit, and that was before all this. Because some people just don't know how to cover their mouth. They just cough all into the atmosphere, and I'm sucking up their air, and there you go. Because I forget how long, but that stays, those little. particles stay up there for a little while. And somebody sneezes and coughs, you just walk right through it, So it just, and then anywhere. I was like that anywhere. I went on a cruise. When I came home, every year I was sick. And I tried to take precaution for the next cruise. But they, vents or whatever and going to everybody's cabin. And I would try to take precaution, but I mean, sometimes I would get sicker than other times. Sometimes I would just feel a little, down in the weather and it would pass. And then sometimes it's like I would get sick as a dog. But when they're saying right now, put your, cover your mouth. I would put when I sneeze, I put my nose in my armpit like, um, wash your hands, do this, do that. We're supposed to be doing that anyway, nasty, nasty people. We should have been taking those precautions anyway. Just don't be sneezing all willy nilly all up in the air for other people to suck up your, particle. Ooh, that's nasty. Too much information. Yes, my son gets sick easily, and these elementary students does not practice good hygiene. No, they don't. They'll put their sandwich flat on the table. I taught Amari, I can't read it. I should do the font up bigger. I taught Amari since he was very little. Right, right. You teach them, you know, when they're young and when they grow up, that's instilled in them. But I see some old folks, you know, middle-aged folks, adults, sneezing all up in the ears like that's nasty. It was this one lady in the grocery store, and this was before all this started. And I think I might have mentioned it before on a, I don't know. And she just sneezed. She just sneezed out there. It wasn't even. And no, she didn't. She was coughing. Didn't even. You could tell it was normal for her not to cover her mouth because it didn't even phase her. And people just looking at her. And I said, "Lady, would you cover your mouth?" I didn't want to be rude or nothing, but it's rude to cough in the air like that. It's like, I don't care if she was mad. Lady, cover your mouth, nasty thing. And I saw a few people kind of snicker a little bit like, go on, lady, tell her because she been doing this. I mean, she wasn't coughing just one time, two times, which would have been enough. She was like coughing like she had, I don't know, coughing her lungs out. I don't know. You're right. Should have practiced a long time. You're right. Mama should have told you. And if Mama did tell you, you was hard headed, and you needed some discipline. You keep on coughing and doing things like that. You need to be disciplined because that's dangerous. But yeah, some people, they weren't practicing that, and you tell them now, and you just can't depend on people grasping the significance of it. All this going on, and they still coughing out in the air and sneezing like it ain't nothing. Because now, and the thing about it is, I don't be having this cough before I go to store. But soon as I go to the store, I get that urge like I got a cough, and I be trying to smother, kind of do it on a, lift my shirt up or something, because you cough and people gonna look at you like, ooh, she got it. So it's like psychosomatic or something. It's like I be wanting to, And then when I leave the store, that urge, I don't have to cough no more. It's like, but I'm so, hey SP, but I'm so trying to, you know, not people look at me like I got, like I got something. But even if I do cough and sneeze, I make sure I cover myself the way you're supposed to cover yourself. You know, like I said, I cough and sneeze in my armpit. What you say, SP? I have a belt with their names on it. Oh no, that's just rude. That is just rude. But some people are selfish. Some people, I've heard some people doing it on purpose, knowing they sick. It seems like they have the mentality of, okay, I'm sick, so I want to make sure you sick. If I'm sick, I'm a, I'm gonna give it to other people. How cruel can that be? How ignorant is that? I don't know. Some people are just, they have no empathy for other people. They don't care. I got it, you gonna get it too. So way before this, I carried sanitizer and wipes to clean my table at a restaurant. Right. Sometimes I would forget, but sometimes, a lot of times, I would bring my own silverware, and I would make sure I drink out of a straw. Um, because I know some places you can go. I went to one place, and who was with me, it was lipstick. They gave me a glass of water, and it was lipstick, around the rim. Oh, and you washed that glass, right? Why is lipstick still on there? I don't care if they did look at me crazy. That's right. That's right, Ty. You don't know. And then my cousin, a while back, we would go to wine tasting. I forget the place. It sold all that. And you could go every Tuesday and Wednesday, I think, and try the different wines before you bought it. And she didn't like, because afterwards she saw the guy just rinse it under the water, and the water wasn't even hot. And I didn't see him put no soap on it. She would bring her own wine glass to the wine tasting. He would pour it and go, no, 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 give it to me right at the bottom. She had a wine glass in her purse. Like that was not like I can appreciate that. But I think for a lot of people that wasn't doing stuff like that before, uh I I think that's gonna be a lasting thing for them to do it now and continue, even when things are back to so called normal. If that's gonna happen, they will forever be bringing their own this, that, and the other. I should make whoever cough around go get a switch from outside. Go get a switch off that tree. Make them get it. Oh man. And leave the little thorns on it. No, that's bad. I shouldn't have said that. That's funny. That's funny. Go get me a switch. Yeah, that bring back memories, SP. I think it appears like you know a little something about that. I agree. It's sad that this happened to make them learn good hygiene. I know. I know. Cause I remember like what you teaching your baby. I remember my mom saying, "Little kid, cover your mouth. You sneeze, or cover your mouth." That's the first thing you heard before you even heard you feeling all right. Before you heard you feeling all right, you heard cover your mouth. So yeah, mom and daddy should have taught you that. You remember those switch days? Ah, yep, I think a lot of us remember those switch days. And we look back, and that may not be some other people's style, but you look back and the lessons that you learned, you know what I mean? You learned lessons from, because you didn't want to get that switch again. So it either two things: you learned that lesson that you were supposed to learn, or you learned how to be sneaky, and so Mama wouldn't see it. One of the two. Hopefully, you learned the lesson that was supposed to be attached. Yes, when Amari was little, we were teaching him. Oh, I think I think my messages or comments are being delayed. So whoever calls next gets popped in the mouth first. Yeah, these switch days appreciated because it made me bet. That's right. That's right. I've heard people say, thank you, Mama, because I learned that lesson. And I tell you, learning certain lessons growing up, I've never been to jail, and I think because of those lessons. Now, close, because I had to learn some other lessons as a young adult, you know, and that's okay, and I've had to kind of be low key on some things like, okay, if I do this, this is the consequences. So you know, and let me just tell you just a little bit in protecting some people that I needed to protect because they couldn't protect themselves. Actions that I wanted to take could have easily led me to be incarcerated. So let me just say that it was close. It was close. But those lessons that mom and daddy taught, yeah. Because if you don't learn certain lessons that they teach you, when you get to prison, you're going to learn then, and it's not going to be the nice way. It's not. It's going to be the hard way. You're going to learn that lesson the hard way. So if mom and daddy don't teach you, the system will. I tell you. But I just feel some kind of way about having to tell an adult to cover your mouth. That just seemed like something you wouldn't have to school somebody about. You know what I mean? I mean, even if you didn't learn it from mom and daddy, just living and watching people, maybe they watched the people that didn't cover their mouth. But to me, some of it should have been common sense, just from observing and just living. I just can't see somebody, and this particular lady was in her 50s, I think. I can't see you living to your 50s and hadn't learned that simple, easy lesson. I don't see it. That's just not common sense. So I'm just so glad you guys came to visit me. I know, Ty, you just got home from work, and that's so selfless to come in and support me. I appreciate it. I know, I know, Ty. that a lot of adults don't have it. Common sense, what they say, common sense ain't common no more. So that's why, getting back to what you originally said about them, you know, yeah, selfless, not selfish. But getting back to what you originally said, Ty, what the question you posed about, did I think it was being too early? Yeah, too early to, just let loose on the quarantine. Just, you know, it has to be a lot of planning and provisions. Um, you know, and I know people are working. They're working to try to get things a little better. They're trying to figure it out. But I'm not running out there, you know. You are right. And birthday cakes. Amari would not eat a piece of cake if someone blows the. I know that's right. I just read that, Ty, where you singing happy birthday, you blow them candles out like, oh no, cut me a piece before you blow it out. I know, SP, no proms or graduations this year. I know, but I'm going to try to make, I'm going to try to make a person that's close to me. I'm going to try to make it where I can do something that and give him a gift that he really likes, so it will take some of the sting out of not having a graduation. So I'm trying to connect with another person to see what he likes, and as long as it ain't a brand new car, can't do that. I tell you that you taught Ty, you taught your baby good. It's like he said, They should change that where you get one of those plastic cakes, non-edible ones, just for the blowing out of the cow. Okay, get one of those all pretty or whatever, blow it out, and then you have the cake that you know, or either take a fan and fan that candle out. But you did okay. There you go. It like okay after things get so called close to norm. Will people continue to do that? That was a good thing you brought up. Like I wonder how that's gonna work out. My, that's funny. What you say, the cake be looking good, but when they blow it out, I'm like, well, there goes my piece. I know that's right. So you can have that cake. Yes, I agree. That's how we do it. Yeah, take a fan and blow that bad boy out. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have a fan, get a bottle of water with and sprinkle it on there like you baptizing that cake. I'm telling you, that's funny. That is funny. But I remember. I remember it's been a little while ago. I had a certain amount of buildings that I was responsible for the elderly and the disabled, as far as getting subsidized housing, and they was having a little party or whatever, and they invited the staff to the party, and so it was people. They didn't blow out the cake, but it was people serving it, and so they were slicing the cake, and serving, giving people. And the lady who was serving it, she was putting her hands all in the icing, and then she licked the icing, and then continue to use that hand to get, and then we were in the line to get cake. And I looked at her. I said, I don't want no cake. I walked around. And the cake looked good. Like you said, be looking all good. But after she tasted that icing and continued to use that hand for that cake, oh no. I said, never mind, I don't want no cake. And I walked out of line and she had that cake. If I want a cake that bad, I go home and I can make one that probably tastes better anyway. And it won't be somebody's drippings all on my. Oh my God. What you say, SP, knowing me, I would put trick candles on. And then they keep on blowing. See, you trying to hurt somebody. They keep blowing it out. So it's like all them little particles all over the cake. I'm with Ty's son. I don't want no cake. I don't want no cake. Yeah. Yeah, cut cake and licked it, or it was one girl on the job I retired. She was uh they called her a secretary, but she was like a glorified something. But she didn't know secretarial skills. So, but anyway, we had a potluck, and somebody bought a bunch of sandwiches, and she just using her hand cutting the sandwiches. Guess what? I didn't. I didn't get no sandwich. Cause I said, oh, she putting her hands all on there. Uh-uh. So I didn't get any sandwiches, but anything, and I didn't eat everybody's food. Mm-mm. And people would come and bring you gifts. And so this one lady, I'm gonna tell this story. This one lady, she was so nice, and I tried to help her a lot. She was an elderly lady. I tried to help her so much, but and to show her gratitude, she fixed me some tamales, and I love tamales. I had been to her house, and you know, she had little creepy crawlers in her house. Was I gonna eat a tamale? I didn't want to hurt her feelings because I would tell her, oh, we can accept gifts. And some gifts we could accept, but I was trying to, oh, take them, whatever. I took them. And I didn't want to give it to anybody else because if I don't want it, okay, here you go. Because I seen the little creepy crawlers in the house before. I didn't want them. And I had to throw them away. And I felt bad to throw them away because, she didn't have a whole lot of money. And I would always tell her, don't buy me no gift. Don't make me nothing or whatever. And she would do it anyway. So it's like, hmm, mm-mm. So and said, yes, they do. They do be spitting all on the cake. Amari be looking at me like, no, mama. I don't, I don't want none. They use the candles up. I can just see him. Mama, I don't want none of that. Don't make me eat it, please. Don't make me eat it, mama. Speaking of the devil, Subway stock is skyrocketing right now. I don't know what to say about that. Mm, I don't know what to say, SP. Creepy crawl. Yeah. I had to go to her house to make sure it met the housing quality standards for HUD. And if you see creepy crawlers, you fail. You better get to tell that landlord to get rid of them creepy crawlers. But you know, I couldn't eat. eat them because in my head I'm imagining, the little roaches was doing the moonwalk on them tamales, and no, no. And I really would have been mad loving tamales. I really would have been mad if they wasn't good and I ate them knowing that, something was on them. Okay, I didn't put myself at risk and they wasn't even worth it. They wasn't even worth it. So it's like, no. She reminds me of the chick from Good Times that ate the dog food and wanted the family to eat her meatloaf. I saw SP. I saw that episode, and it was funny because I think when Walona was doing the blessing for the food, and she started the prayer. She said, "The Lord is our German Shepherd," because she made a reference to the dog food. And then when she left, she said, "Roof." I saw that episode. Nobody wanted to eat the meatloaf, but the lady ended up knowing why they didn't want to eat it because they was passing over the meatloaf, and the lady ended up saying, okay, I might eat dog food, but I wouldn't serve my guests. I don't have enough money for food, but this is ground beef. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. That was so funny. I think um, I'm trying to adjust this camera, YouTube. But yeah, that was a good episode. Because she didn't have any pets, and in her garbage was all this dog food. Like, what? Wait, she don't have no dog. Oh, but that was funny. I missed it got taken off, but that was one of the good shows back in the day. Yeah, she said, yeah. As she said she was praying the Lord instead of saying the Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my German shepherd. Oh, when I first heard that, I was rolling. I was rolling. That was a good one. Whoever wrote that one. Sorry guys, I keep adjusting this. Yeah, that was a good one. I used to It's an episode, guys. It's still in my DVR of Martin when Martin was getting some kind of award, and all his school buddies, that were grown up now, they all went to high school together, and he was getting some kind of award, and he wanted Gina to come, but Gina, he convinced her to go to the dentist because he said you got a cavity back there, and so she was supposed to get her hair done and then go to the dentist. Well, the dentist accidentally hit a nerve, and so her mouth was all turned down, and she was drooling, and he was telling all his buddy how beautiful his woman was. And Gina walked in there looking like a monster, and it was so funny. I can't tell it to the way it actually, the that particular episode, it wouldn't give it justice. But yeah, that was funny. And she was trying to talk, and it was like, when you go to the dentist, your mouth is still numb, and it was just funny to me. I wish I could just, upload it to my computer and just show that whole series. I know I would have people cracking up, uh, but I would probably get a copyright. Let's see if I can move that. Let me sit up some. You remember that? Did you remember seeing that episode, Ty? That was that was one of the great episodes, and they were talking about bringing Martin back. I don't think I don't think it would be the same. I don't think because for number one, Tommy, the one guy who played Tommy, he died, and the things they did to be silly, I don't think they can do that anymore. The physical things and and the energy they needed, cause Martin Lawrence, like all of us, like not all of us, a lot of us then gain weight, and he's not able to do physically some of the things. I bet he's like, okay, this is years, because I forget when the Martin show was on, but I don't think it would be. I don't think it would last over 2 seasons, if that. It's just okay. That was an era where it was hilarious, and I think that's in the past, and it'll never be the same. Some things just won't be the same. Now, some good shows that I think that was not too long ago off. I think if they brought it back, it would be good. Like remember that show, uh, being Mary Jane with Gabrielle Union. I think if they brought that back, I think that could survive. That was a good show. But is bad to get hooked on some shows, for them to kind of snatch it and like, okay, you kind of left us hanging, and then they try to do a hour or two movie to kind of close it out, and and then you could tell they rushed through it. So oh, I love that show from day one. And you know how a lot of shows come on and they might have a marathon. I've been hoping for a marathon of that because let me just they are in LA. What not in Detroit anymore? Who's not in Detroit anymore? Anyway, I think I missed something. Tommy did not go to Los Angeles. No. Oh, that's right. Martin, they was supposed to be based out of the city of Detroit. Yeah. Yeah, I think when it left off, Gina and Martin, they both got good jobs in LA. Yeah, but I would love to. I would put it on my DVR. That whole, I would, even if I had to delete mostly what I had to get that, or if I could probably get that on Amazon. Get the whole, the whole seasons. Um, they had a couple of them that it was hard to not get a little emotional on, especially when the her best friend killed herself. Remember that episode? And no, a lot of people didn't see it coming. And then at the funeral, well, Mary Jane knew that her good friend had been molested. Uh, I don't know whether it was the stepfather or the father, and nobody knew. Mary Jane knew, being her best friend, and at the funeral, her friend's funeral, she called him out. She told everybody why her friend went through certain issues and why she was like she was. And man, you would have thought that was real life. Cause I was like, oh, I was all into that. So I would like to see that episode again. Cause she called him out at the funeral, and everybody was looking at him like, man, I want to just. Mm. But Cole and his girlfriend wound up moving with Gina. Really? I don't remember that episode. I don't remember that. I didn't think it was any episodes I didn't see, but maybe I didn't, especially at the end because before they um, took it off air, it wasn't like it used to be. So maybe that's when I didn't see an episode or two. But yeah, that was my favorite episode of being Mary Jane. And then there was another episode where um, Mary Jane finally got this one guy out of her system. The one she, the one she stole his sperm. Remember that? Remember that Ty? She stole his sperm, and then not to go through the whole episode, but she finally got him out of her system, and she had left this message. He had left this message on her phone that I know what you're doing, so I finally get it. So he was out of the picture, and she went in her living room and just danced, and the song behind her dancing, she did the dancing behind. I think the song was "I'm done, I'm done, I'm done." And you know what? It's things in my life where it's like, okay, I ain't doing that more. I done learned my lesson. This don't affect me no more. And sometimes I can relate to that series because sometimes I be saying, "I'm done, I'm done." This person out of my life, and I don't want to deal with them no more. I be singing like Mary Jane. I'm done. So I like that episode. Yeah, she froze her child. Oh yeah, that was um that was a good series. I tell you, I enjoyed. Yes, she was free. Did you see that episode where she was dancing? I mean, she was just, it was like she was just all in it. That's the only way she could express herself. She just shook it off. I'm done. And like I said, I related to that because when somebody's in your life and you glad they ain't in your life no more and you done reached over that hump and you didn't you came out and survived the BS. Oh, you dance. And then I got a friend of mine, when this guy she was dating, and he had showed himself, the true self. And I had told her previously about the episode, and she's saying that when she saw who she was dealing with and didn't want to be bothered anymore, she was singing, "I'm done, I'm done." I said, "Girl, get it, you done." She just, it's like I didn't turn a few people on, and I told her, I said, "That's the theme song of that's the theme song of people that endured some things and learned their lesson and moving on and sick of the okey doke." So that's my theme song. That's true. You let go of that negative energy, right? And it's like it's like a weight off your shoulders. Um, it's like you can breathe better. And you could breathe deep. But yeah, I tell you that's the episode. And like I said, at the funeral when um, she exposed her friend's stepfather, because I think a lot of people wrote in about that episode because a lot of people hold that in. You know what I mean? They hold that in, whether it be they think it's their fault or they're embarrassed or what the deal is. Or they don't want to hurt nobody. They don't want to hurt their mom or whoever the spouse is. So they hold that in for years. So yeah, I like that one. You get rid of a lot of negative energy. And I think that's why some of the channels that I'm subscribed to, or even ones that I run across, I right now, um, having a YouTube channel, I think this is more open than I've ever been because I'm the type that I will keep things in. Um, I will keep things to myself, and that's not good a lot of times. Not like you have to go on YouTube and tell y'all your business, but certain things is such a release for me. Especially when other people tell their stories, and then you think, "Ooh, I wasn't the only one." And then you feel like, okay, I can tell that part of me because maybe, just maybe, somebody is listening and that can relate to your experience. Who knows how that will help that person? So if you knew me outside of YouTube, you would be surprised of me letting certain things about myself out. Certain things I will always keep. It'll be between, like the saying goes, me, God, and the lamppost, and I'm leery of the lamppost. Certain things I just won't, you know, and it may involve somebody else. I won't say. But for the most part, this is the most I've ever, through this YouTube experience. I This is the most I've ever just talked about my past experiences, the whole bit. Um, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just that um, I just feel it. Some things just didn't serve my purpose, but then other things, oh, it would help somebody else by hearing you're not alone, and this is how I did it. This is how I overcame, and it could be good therapy for other people. So especially people who suffer, you know, uh, depression. I think most of us at one point in time had depression, uh, and it's nothing to play with. But those depression times, they, I don't have those. Used to. I mean, it was a time maybe about 10 years ago, I couldn't do nothing but lay on the couch. Didn't have energy to do anything. But I don't suffer from depression and all. I don't get, it's very, let me say, I don't get, but very rarely do I have anxiety about something. Every now and then it try to creep up. I recognize it. And, and I think what worked for me is that I recognized it, and then I would start praying like, okay, the Lord is here with me. I'm just going to, talk to Him until that episode, I don't, but not anymore. Not anymore. Not lately. Not in years. I wouldn't say a few years. Yes, I understand. Oh yes, anxiety, depression, bipolar. Most people deal with it on a daily basis. That's right. That's why you don't want to bully people. You just, if you feel like you have to bully people, leave them alone. Because I surely don't want to be the trigger that caused somebody to take their own life. Oh no, I couldn't live with that. So if you giving me reason that the average person will say, well, shoot, they said this, so I said this, they shouldn't have said what they said. I'll stop dealing with you rather than to be the reason that you harm yourself. I'm not putting that on my soul. No, baby. I'm not putting that on me. This can't, this, I'm trying to keep it where it stays cool. I got it on the box with an opening because I got an old computer and it overheats. So I got it sitting on a box so it won't be on a flat surface. So I want the vents to kind of air out. I mean, I don't know if that'll work, but so far, I haven't lost audio. But I ordered a new computer and that should be here so I don't have to worry about, because new computers are built a little different. I think this computer will overheat in a heartbeat, and then sometimes the whole connection, it just, the screen go blank, and then it try to restart. So it's like, no, no, no. Okay, she said, I think it's those who suffer from these issues who bully other causing suicide because they're not happy with themselves. I think so too, Ty. I agree with that. I agree with that. They don't feel good about themselves. They're not happy. What's that saying? Misery likes company. Yeah, I think you're right. So through the years, like some people, and they have that on one of the ads I was watching, somebody's channel, and people who I subscribe to, I watched the whole thing and I watched their ads. And some of them ads be like really informative because I was looking at one ad where they were talking about depression. And, you know, uh, and then another ad had me cracking up today. It was about 10 minutes long, but I watched it because, I support her and she's a good supporter. And I watched the whole thing and it had me cracking up. It was, they were making fun of mukbangs. And it was just I can't remember it now to kind of bring you any of it, but it was so funny. They were making fun, and they were, like it was like three people in the ad, and I never even got the gist of what they were advertising. I, I don't even remember. Okay, who's the what product? What's what? I don't know. It was just like a comedy skit, and they were dogging out the mukbangers. So but you could tell it was all in fun. But yeah, I watch those. I watch them, and if they boring, I just let it run and listen to them and wash my dishes or whatever. So, well, guys, I've been on, wow, a little over 2 hours. I appreciate you guys coming in because it makes time go by so fast. And, it's a reason why I'm going live. One reason, I'm going live is, you're in the house uh, and this is one thing, that I do to stay motivated and stay creative. And another reason is the um, the watch time hours uh, build up fast. And then if I do a video too, so there's a method to the madness. And so I enjoy this better though, because the lives you don't, like I mentioned before, you don't have to edit. It's a lot of things, and editing can be a pain, especially when you got an old program that been discontinued and you can't get any support anymore. And that's what my editing program is old. So love chatting with you. We look forward to the next chat. If we're home, you stay safe, my friend. Oh, you too. I know you will, because you know firsthand what people from people coming to see you, firsthand some of the things that could cause, not being precautious. So thank you for joining me. I will be back. And now, if I don't do a live, I'll post, but I'll be doing live every day but Sunday. And my live start at 4. So if there's any change, I'll just do it on my community post. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Give your son a big old hug. I appreciate all you guys. And I have to make my round over to your old ones. Long as they monetize, I think those are the ones I'm going to concentrate. So I mean, they all should be monetized. I think some people it falls off if it's old one. But anyway, I'm going to thank you. You have a good evening too. You have a good evening too. And yes, I'll stay safe. I want everyone within the sound of my voice be blessed, stay safe. And I'm going to end this live. And I thank you all very much for giving me these couple of hours on live. So bye everyone. Thank you.